U.S. persons directly and via proxy attacks, particularly in the Middle East. Iran also remains committed to developing surrogate networks inside the United States, an objective it has pursued for more than a decade. Let me repeat this. This is from a government report. Iran will continue to threaten U.S. persons directly via proxy attacks, particularly in the Middle East. Iran also remains committed to developing surrogate networks inside the United States, an objective it has pursued for more than a decade. Now, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this comes to us from the 2023 Annual Threat Assessment of the U.S. Intelligence Committee by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. They've known this. They have known this for more than a decade. I've been bringing this to you. I have known it for a long time. I've known this long before I started my YouTube channel. And I brought it to you guys from the inception of this YouTube channel from the earliest of days. This is part of what motivated me to run 2 Power Grid Defense conferences long before I ever started this YouTube channel. So, guys, this is serious. And our government knows it. Now they've admitted and they've admitted they know it. So why? Just answer me this question. Why has the government allowed all this stuff just to cross the southern border, just wide open? Well, guess what? Mike Johnson, the new Speaker of the House, he's got a kind of a solution. He says, okay, I'll go with your Ukrainian funding if we tie it to defense and security at the southern border. Excuse me, we got to do that to have security at our southern border. Why is it that the priority of our government is to defend other nations, to spend gobs of money overseas to any other nation, to put our forces overseas, but we don't defend ourselves here at home? What is up with that? Is there something wrong with this picture? Am I delusional to think there's something wrong with this picture and there has been something wrong? Guys, what in the world is this all about? This is just off the charts. So this really disturbs me, but it gets to be more. I've been warning you guys about sleeper cells, and I just shared with you guys an article just a couple of weeks ago about 2 pinheads, one of them with the last name of the fellow that's Rocky, if you know what I mean, kind of flipped around. And they said, oh no, the right thinks they're sleeper cells in the United States. They're worried about sleeper cells. Oh, what a bunch of boobs is what they were saying. What a bunch of pinheads they are. And I showed you all kind of examples and articles and data from way back, even going back into the 90s, that was saying that this has been set up, that this has been, I shared this with you guys a few weeks ago. Yet, some Yahoo pinheads come out and write an article that says, oh, there's nothing to worry about. Unless these people, they're worried about your stuff. Ha ha ha. What a bunch of rubes. Ha ha. They're worried about things. Holy smoke. Now our government has admitted it. Not only that, but the director of the FBI, who was out there just, the only problem is people that support T-Man. That's the only problem in this country. That's the only problem. That's what they've been saying. But now, you know what? They're about to get their bluff called because I guess they know things are about to go down. That's what I'm worried about. Suddenly, they've come up with, oh my gosh, we got them here. They've come across our border. Well, who let them across our border? How did this happen, guys? This is just getting off the charts. So, anyway, San Diego border, yes. Desert Rose, good to see you. Good to see you in here. All right, guys, I'll go check the comments in a minute. So, but I got to tell you another one. That's just the start. There is something in the United States called the Mapping Project. The Mapping Project. And the Mapping Project even has a website. Oh, yeah. You can go log on to their website. They're so sweet. And it's called, you can look it up, mapliberation.org. Makes it sound like they want to liberate maps. Oh, they're all about liberty. I like liberty. Maps need to be liberated. Well, Let me read you what this says. What is the mapping project? This is from their website. I don't make this stuff up, guys. I don't make this stuff up. This is from their website. And it sounds kind of, sort of, perhaps innocent, but there's some other articles out there that they're pointing this out and calling them for what they're all about. So, by the way, my lighting's ghoulish. Well, I'm green. I'm Green Greg's. Maybe it's in preparation for me to do a zombie video. Should I do a zombie video? Should do one for Halloween, right? All right, guys. So let's get with it. Welcome to the Mapping Project. We're a multi-generation collective of activists and organizers on the land of Massachusetts, Pawtucket, and I don't know how to pronounce this, Naukeg, and other tribal nations, Boston, Cambridge, and surrounding areas, who want to develop a deeper understanding of local institutional support for the colonization of Palestine. Wait a minute. Are they saying that our local indigenous people are mostly concerned about Palestine? So much so that they're doing all this just for that? Or is this a cover? I think this is a cover for something else. What do y'all think? Hey, all right, so I think it's a cover for other things, guys. So let's see. So they're talking about the harms and lethal, such as policing, U.S. imperialism, displacement of ethnic cleansing. Our work is grounded in the realization that oppressors share tactics and institutions, and that our liberation struggles are connected. We wanted to visualize these connections in order to see where our struggles intersect. Well, what's happened here is just in the state of Massachusetts, this one organization has mapped out something on the order of 500 different, seems to be targets. That's what other websites are alleging. So let me see if I can share it with this. I got my laptop in my lap. There's a laptop, or a laptop belongs, right? This is it, guys. This is it. I'm not set up to run from it tonight. All these are areas of interest according to these individuals. Can you believe that? And this is just one state. How many states have something like this going on in them? 500? If it was 50 states, that could equate. Some states have more, some less. That could equate to something like 2,500 targets. What in the world? You could take down this nation and just be hitting a few power grid substations. Just a few, a handful, 9. When you need so many targets, what are they up to? Well, they got so many people across the border that God only knows. God only knows. Why do I bring you this stuff? It's to help you meet the proposition of this channel, to help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. That's what we're all about here. It's to be ready. You got to be situationally aware. We got to wake up, folks. This is real. It's serious, and it's imminent with everything going on between Israel and Hamas. This is imminent. We've got Iran threatening that, if they just come out and threats that, well, if the United States, continue to support, or if Israel continues to go in, but Israel's going in, and, we've made claims, well, if you keep hitting our U.S. troops in Syria and Iraq, oh yeah, there's been 24 attacks, at least 24 attacks on American troops in Syria and Iraq. And of course, Milt Dud Lloyd Austin, he had made some claim that we were going to do something. I don't know, my last 2 videos got monetized. Both of my last 2 videos got demonetized. So it's kind of crazy. Greg, do you think Niagara Falls and the Hoover Dam are secondary? They might be. Any Hoover Dam especially could be. But some of these dams, they wouldn't have to. Now, the Hoover Dam is really stout, strong. It is really strong, and the water level is down, so this wouldn't work there. But for some of our eastern rivers, if they just take out some of the upstream dams, you could have cascading failures all the way downstream, which would take out not only hydro production facilities, but it would have a Fukushima effect on all kinds of nuclear power plants, which are on all these rivers. So I did a video specifically on that topic, talking about the threats to our dams. We have, in the United States, we have I can't say it because the algorithms would misinterpret it, but a threat. And it's, the big concrete structures, a whole water bag. Man, I got to be so careful what I say here. I've had 2 videos in a row demonetized. Several's been hit. Some been pulled down. They may take me off air. Some of you guys get all mad. Well, Greg, you don't talk about this or that or the other. Well, you know what? You got to win the war. If you win the battle but lose the war, you haven't accomplished anything. So, if you want me to continue to bring you news, don't try to get me to say things that's going to get me shut down, because a lot of channels have been shut down. So, no thanks. I'll figure something out. Oh, Desert Rose, what's going on? Hoover Dam would be true. Yeah, it would be very bad if Hoover Dam were taken out. Several other facilities, guys. But, it's already been projected that if you take out the large transformers. Now, look, there's multiple ways you can take these large transformers and permanently destroy them. Cause them to lose their... Hey, there, Michelle Young, I appreciate that. You're a watchman on the wall. Well, my name Gregory means the watchman. So thank you for keeping us informed, and thank you, mods. You're all awesome. We're family here. Now, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that so much. And considering all my videos are getting demonetized lately, that really does help a lot. So I don't know what is going on with this YouTube. I'm a news channel. How can you be a news channel in this day and time and not talk about news or talk about the WAR? Wow, you can't even say anything. But of course, now if I appeal for, here's the thing: you can, if they demonetize the video, you can always appeal it. Most of the time, they're going to turn it down, and they'll come up with an excuse. But if you appeal and get turned down, it goes against you on this channel. Furthermore, when you put something in to be monetized and they demonetize it, that's kind of a hit in their algorithms. But when they do things like they slow down how long it takes you to post a video, how long they spend checking it. Well, suddenly you're not a trusted provider anymore, so they take a lot more time checking your video. And if you got breaking news and it stays in checking, they say like maybe 10 to 20 minutes. I had a video staying checking for like an entire day. That was breaking news. I had a story that nobody else was talking about anywhere in the news. By the time they got through checking it, everybody was talking about it, and I was steamed. So really, I had the scoop. I had the story. I couldn't break it because I was in kind of a hot spot with YouTube, and it stayed in checking forever. That's what you deal with on this platform. So I'm just letting you guys know. Somebody go, Greg, when are you saying all this? We don't care nothing about that. Well, I say this because a lot of people try to get me to say things that's going to get me deeper into the quagmire. This is not a freedom of speech platform, and it punishes us providers severely. We're just trying to let you guys know what's going on. So, and if I appeal and they discover I'm using code language, oh my gosh, who knows what you're going to do. So I've got to be super careful. It's just tough. It's tough. It's tough to bring you guys what's going on. But I'm going to bring it to you best as I can. Raw, okay, raw. But see, just the fact that you're using code words could also go against it. So I didn't appeal to the last two videos. So I don't want a human going in and go, oh, look what this guy's doing. He's being nefarious. He's using code words. He's being nefarious. Oh my gosh, we can't have this. This guy, he's despicable. He believes in freedom. He believes that people have a right to protect themselves. He believes that folks ought to be able to say what's on their mind. Why, we can't have that in this country. No. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. Greg is right. It's totally different from creator's perspective. Yes. It's tough being a creator here because you're threatened. This platform threatens your existence as a creator, and you're trying to get to some point where you can be a bigger creator. I mean, I am on the verge of the only two income sources I'm going to have would be YouTube and Social Security at an early retirement, which is nothing. So, and I'm not making much from YouTube, guys. So, to suddenly have something like that jerked away would be catastrophic. My day job, I may only last a few more weeks. I mean, I'm kind of, we've been kind of piecemealing these tasks, and they actually got me working way outside of my area. And the task is only, set up for a few weeks. So I don't know what's going to happen. They've not found any of the jobs that's in my area this time. I'm trying to work something else, which is not my cup of tea, really. So, yeah, anyway, that happens, At least they've tried to pull me and keep me going here, but, it's the fumes are getting a little thin. And, I could reinvent myself and go after and chase another this, that, the other. But, guys, I'm 63. I'll be 64 in March. I've had my whole life running in the squirrel cage, and I haven't seemed to got ahead with it. So I'm really wondering why to chase that. I really am. Any crater, no matter what the topic. Yeah. No, if you talk about fuzzy bunny rabbits, if you talk pop music, if you talk kitty cats, if you talk pop culture, they love you. They love you. If you do a makeup show, oh yeah, you put makeup on. They would love that, especially being a guy. Oh my gosh, they would just love that. Well, you don't see no makeup on me. Lord, I even prefer women not to wear makeup. So, geez. Anyway, guys. Yeah, I agree, Gabby. Well, they claim, well, it's advertisers don't like it. I'd like to know who these advertisers are, because I don't want to buy nothing from any advertiser like that. Well, we should find out who these advertisers are. I don't think there's any of them, to be honest, because the same advertisers pump tons of money into, all these news channels that talk about the stuff they don't let me talk about. These other news channels go right into blah, 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 straight into big channels. And they'll go on YouTube, and it's fine on YouTube. YouTube don't care when they do it. Probably because they vet their stuff and it's all gone through the process. And I'm not inside the process. I'm dangerous. I'm a rogue element out here. I might have a thought of my own. God forbid and someone have a brain cell and a thought of their own. But anyway, guys, I'm getting off topic here. Sorry about that. The topic is the following. The topic is we do have threats here at home. The topic is sleeper cells, which I have warned you about from the inception of this channel, which I knew about way before I started this channel. The topic is the U.S. government now has come out and admitted it from multiple agencies, including, guys, what I told you just a little bit ago. So for those that are just joining, I should reread this quote because we got a lot of new ones in here. Give me a second. Hey there, Marcia. Thank you, Marcia. Salute. Appreciate it, guys. No, seriously, when you're getting demonetized, that makes coming here worthwhile. That helps a lot. So let me read this quote to you guys one more time. Iran will continue to threaten U.S. persons directly and via proxy attacks, particularly in the Middle East, which is happening right now. Iran also remains committed to developing surrogate networks inside the United States, an objective it has pursued for more than a decade. So our government has known this for more than a decade, which I knew it. I've known it for more than a decade. In fact, it's been testified to Congress. Like I showed you guys articles from way back, where there's been key intelligence people testifying this to Congress. So suddenly, oh my gosh, we just discovered it. Suddenly, Christopher Wray, the head of the FBI, is, we got sleeper cells in this country. And we may be getting some people across the border. It might hurt us. Well, who let them across? And they've known about this. So there's just something about this that's, this video is probably going to be in trouble. I'm trying not to talk about some of the more gruesome things, or things like the letter from 1871, which might get me in trouble. Or that certain ship that everybody keeps mentioning. It may be that I'm getting in trouble just because people say stuff in comments even. I don't know. I've heard that it's a possibility. I'm not wanting to edit comments, so guys. I believe in freedom of speech from you guys as much as they'll let me. But gosh, guys, so it's just nuts on here. So to let you know who put this report out. There's something, Christopher Wray. This is on page 17 of the 2023 Annual Threat Assessment of the U.S. Intelligence Committee, as published by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. This is serious, guys. This is real. This is real. And I just showed you guys a mapping project, which was going in and had identified, well, it looks like potential targets, maybe up to 500 just in one state. But everything's okay. Everything's okay. So and earlier I asked the question, for those that are just joined, the question being, why is it that we're so willing to spend so much money overseas for security over there, for things over there, to dump money, to send our troops overseas, when maybe our biggest threat is at our own border. But nothing there. Nothing. Nope. So much so nothing there that the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has, to try to get some security to the southern border, said he would approve funding for Ukraine if you would secure the southern border. Why is it we can secure them, but not us? Does that kind of smack of the idea the government don't care about us? Does that kind of smack of the, it smacks of a lot of things. What organism, what's your border? It's your skin of the organ that's called a nation. This goes for any nation. And it's been violated all over many nations that many of you guys are from. If you don't have your skin as a human being is your first order of defense. It is the beginning of your immunological system. Yeah, you have many internal agents that go about and take care of things that get through the skin. But the first order, the first barrier, is the skin itself. We don't have any skin in this country. We're bears. We have no skin. We've been skint by our own government. There's two primary functions of a government. Really, it's controlling immigration and defense, national defense, defending the homeland. Our government don't seem to have anything to do with any of that. So why do we even have a... Gotta watch what I say. Gotta watch what I say. Oh my gosh, guys. Holy guacamole. Holy guacamole. Guys, what do y'all think about this stuff? What do y'all think about this? I mean, you don't like the green light? Somebody said earlier, it made me look ghoulish. Just turn it off. How about red? Ho, ho, ho. It's getting almost ho-ho time, right? All right, guys, so just think about that. Y'all think about that. So if you think that providing all the money and forces overseas should be the number one priority of America, vote 1. If you think Homeland Security should be the number one priority of our government, put a 2 in the chat. Let's see what you guys think. What should our government really be focused on? And this goes for any government, not just ours. Any government, any country. Joan says 3. She wants both. All right, a lot of 2s. Lots of 2s. All right, good. I see where you guys are at. Deuce. Hey, Colonel Cole's in the house. Hey, Colonel Cole. Rodney Middleton from Australia agrees, 2. That's, like I said, any country. I'm just talking about the United States of America. What's happening here is happening worldwide. Look what good it did for France. Or look what happened in France. This could happen. Is not England wide open for this kind of stuff next? Or any country in Europe? Holy guacamole, guys. Doug, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, be careful what you say, Doug. 3 for humans to have peace worldwide. Yeah, that's what we need, Alaska Soul. I agree. We got to break this feuding somehow. We're all spending. Yeah, we know that, Taz. That's the problem. We know that. Anyway, hey, Keith in Arizona. How you doing, buddy? So, country, Doug and Rodney. All right, when I heard them say we have a homeland, I thought fatherland, motherland, too many lands, same crowd. Well, you got to be careful with some of that. But we didn't protect our own people. Excuse me. Pardon me, guys. I'm sitting here in the parking lot of Walmart in Taylor, Arizona. And you can see there are people actually camping here in the Walmart. Yeah, they'll stay here all night. So, and I'm the man in the van. This is where I'm sleeping tonight. It's where I've been sleeping for 2 weeks. And I'd spent a week in here prior. and I'll be driving home soon to Alabama. But this is probably going to be home in the not too distant future. Well, this van's been my home for a while. I've slept more in this van than I have my bed at the house in the last few months. And mostly here in Arizona, believe it or not. I've spent more time in Arizona than Alabama. I'm trying to get some things fixed up here. I'd be happy if they focused on anything that's positive. There you go, Wise Al. Yeah, they don't want to do that, it looks like. So I don't know, guys. We got to come up with some solutions. Now, it's a time to consider joining the survivaltribenetwork.com, which Wise Al set up for us. And guys, go give some serious consideration for that. Oh, other things on the economic front. I should do a separate video for the economic front, guys. On the economic front, they're trying to issue more bonds, and the bonds have a higher yield. So you'd think that would make them more popular, but nobody's wanting to buy them. The bonds are the basis for covering our debt. So our country is at the point we may not have any creditors soon. Not having creditors means you don't go into debt spending. And so much of our expenditures is based on debt. The wheels are on the verge of falling off our train, guys. The whole government is on the verge of unraveling. There's so many challenges to us right now. And, what's going to happen when people don't get these checks they've been relying on forever and ever and ever? Everything's at risk right now. Even our national defense, because our government has been reckless. And due to this recklessness, everybody may pay a big price in not this distant future. So, just giving you guys another one from the economic front. All right, guys. So let me see what's been said in the chat room. People are talking to each other. And see, when I come and check the chat room some of the earlier messages I don't see, and I apologize for that. But if you come to my house it hits a fan, I'm feeding you rat stew and roasted rat. There may be a time that people would think that's a great deal, Taz. Don't you ever watch these survival shows with Bear Grylls? And I like Survivor Man a lot better than Bear Grylls. Survivor Man's a lot more practical. They're always trying to catch a rat. They're always trying to trap a rat for a meal. Yeah, Jesse Mills saying hi to Desert Rose. Make sure you have what you need. Yes, Rodney, Robert. Rodney's laughing at me. Alrighty, so Anton Smith, are you joking or trolling? What did Anton say? Let me see if I can scroll back. Maybe somebody deleted it. Oh. Let's see here. Cheryl's Country Living. Uncommon news. Rat stew sounds better than no stew. See, that's what I was talking about. Hey, Doug, how you doing? Gilbert, how's it say? It's hard for me to read the faint names on here. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I can't read it. Hey, Gilbert. Again? I don't know. Curad. Something YouTube. I don't know. See, Shelly, good to see you. Rodney. I got some laughs out of something. Hey, Greg, I know serious alert levels over Louisiana at all plants and a few places in South Mississippi. Also went to lunch with the missus today and was so tense I began to watch it. Oh, that's interesting there. Mississippi Coastal Cajun Prepper. Yeah, there's all kind of news of military activity and things being sensitive in a lot of areas. A lot of these things could be targets, guys. Oh yeah, there was also an article that came out that said that our federal officials are expecting major hacking attacks, like any time. Major hacking attacks. That's another thing to bring up. I have a question. How many do you think they're already ready to attack in the United States, says Ray Pinkerton? It don't take but a handful to do immeasurable damage. Anybody knows what I know about the grid could take a crew of people that no more than the fingers on your hands and take down the entire country. And these people know as much. They know these systems. They know that. So when you got probably possibly up to tens of thousands, at least thousands, yeah, we could be in for big trouble, guys. Big trouble. You can start an OnlyFans. Yeah, but I keep my clothes on. If I took my clothes off, y'all would be throwing stuff at me. What OnlyFans is for, I don't know. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know about OnlyFans. That sounds kind of. Sunshine. Please don't. I suppose you're talking about the OnlyFans, Sunshine. No, I don't want to go there. That's too much. Oh, Anton needs a skirt. Oh my gosh, Anton. Somebody triggered Anton talking about the OnlyFans. Oh my gosh. You'd make an ugly lady, Greg, says New Days. I'd firmly confess that. I'd be one ugly woman. I don't even want to go there. I love old Mexicans down here at the border. An old Mexican man just gave the left leg and liver off one of his rams. Wow. Hey, Martin. All right. How do you say that? Elan Vittle, E8. Love you, bro. What state am I in? I'm in Arizona right now. I'm in northeast Arizona. Taylor, Arizona at the moment. Man, I'm about to head out east of Snowflake, Arizona. And it's been cold up here. This part of the state gets cold. Greg always makes us laugh. Yeah, that's just it. Don't get canceled, says Taz. Anton says Lee is the topic. Nah, we don't want to talk about that if we can avoid it. Anyway, Marcia, first super chat. That's your first one. Awesome. Thank you, Marcia. Booger Dog, I like number 1, 2, 3. I'm late to class as usual. Okay. Well, you can always hit it on the rewind. Sure beats dropping. Yeah, okay. Reinvent the wheel, says. Yeah, that's what a lot of people want to do. Marcia, says she said. I know what they used to say in, what was that show? It was on TV. It had 8 kids. I tried to warn my folks for 5 years, and they still refuse to prepare. Well, maybe now they'll start waking up because we're on the verge of war. Anton, I don't see any point in making Lee a topic. If you want to talk about it, fine. But I'm over it. Myself, I'm over it. So I'll let him run his channel as he wants to. It's his channel. He can run it as he sees fit. But I got a different philosophy here. I believe in freedom of speech as much as this platform will let us do it. So some channels, I think, let them get away with certain things because they toe the line on other things. But that could be. Greg kind of looks like a wizard, says James Moses. See, the beauty of that is I don't have to dress up for Halloween. Just be myself. And same for Christmas. I don't have to dress up for that either. Oh, I might put on a red suit, red hat. So Desert Rose, Jesse appreciates my secret rat stew. Hey, you might be popular when you start serving rat stew. Anton, I can't talk about that ship. If I so much as mention it, they're going to snap me hard. I've already got in trouble for trying to indirectly allude to it. And I don't know, just mention it in the chat room is probably dangerous. So just stay away from some of these topics. I've talked about it. Been there, done that. But we got to, that's one of those, I might win the battle but lose the war on this platform kind of thing. So we need to kind of keep it out of certain areas here. But y'all know. Maybe I got to go and rumble. Lord Green has a great ring to it. Lord Green. That's interesting. I really like your info. Sad you can't really say what you want. That's true. Now you get it. Now you get it. You understand. But now, guys, you know where I'm coming from. Come on. I guess many people come in and go, "Oh, Greg, you don't talk about this, Greg, blah, 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 blah." Really? Read between the lines, folks. Learn how to understand things. Road to nowhere, talking heads. Okay, Jason. Energy business is big money. Yeah, it is. NM Condon. Hadn't seen you in a while. Where you been, buddy? Everything is okay. Yeah, like you really believe that. Do you really believe that? I don't think you believe that. Saw the BP raising the wire with forklift today. Letting them pour in. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, what do? We hire people to go down the border and fix sandwiches. Seriously, guys. Our border customs agents and even some, been and we put military on the border. You think we Americans send the military on the border? They'll surely stop it. No, we use them to process guys in. Jeez. But I thought the real threat was concerned parents. Yeah, bingo. That's what, Booger Dog, that is what the Ray crowd at the IBF would tell us, right? Jeez. Be kind, give a like. There you go, and thank you. We got 326,996 likes. Guys, if you're not liking what you're hearing, tell us why. I heard they're flying people from Palestine. Yeah, some got out from the southern end, some Americans, and I think 200 people got out from those, some Americans in the crowd. American blood is always sacrificed for energy companies. You might be on something, Doug. Search. There you go. There's this little story about every blade of grass. Think about it, guys. Because who's coming after us? It's not going to be an army. So let's kind of mention this. Let's talk about this, guys. I should have brought this up earlier in the discussion space. The situation with Iran is they specialize in asymmetric warfare, which is you don't get one military directly fighting another. They use proxies to do their dirty work. They, that could be, Hamas. It could be Hezbollah. It could be the Houthis in Yemen. They fund many different groups that are proxies for them to do their bidding. Lots of groups they fund. They also are willing to do, hire individual agents to do dirty work. Like, there were some people they tried to take out here in the States. One was a Saudi ambassador or something, if y'all remember a few years ago. There has been a number of strange things they do. Hacking is a big thing. So it might be that they would just, if they would have a war with the United States, just rather than having a direct military conflagration with the U.S., is just unleash their proxies, unleash their sleeper cells. Their sleeping cells would wreak havoc on the United States. If they just took out the power grid, that would be horrendous. So don't underestimate this, guys. And having a threat here at home is very serious. Wait a minute. I must accidentally hit him. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Oh, jeez. Be careful how you touch this stuff. Anton, I'm not going to interrogate Lee. I have no reason to do that. If he wants to badmouth me, then let him run his mouth. He badmouths other people. So I'm just trying to stay out of it now as long as I can. I think the punishment is past due. Get this over already. Hey Mars, how you doing? Lord Greg's. Got a lot of, there's the twos. All right, so I'm down to there. 2 days. We know what politicians own in this country, but what about all their holdings outside the country. That's interesting. I wonder who Lindsey Graham has stock in. He must have a lot of stock in Raytheon, Boeing, and Lockheed. He must. John Cole Deuce. Yeah, I just, what's that? Club of Deuces, Deuce of Clubs, I believe is a road up in Sholo. Yeah, it's a road I've been driving up and down on my way to Lowe's, getting building equipment. I was there today. Hi, Greg, Marie here. Everyone should be careful. Been warned to the careful in our area, Northwest Florida, Cuban Nurse Prepper. Well, yeah, there's a lot of military installations up there in the Florida Panhandle. So it would likely be a very big target area. Keith in Arizona, DOS, DOS. So, disk operating system? What's up, Keith? With DOS. We have 3 places, one here in western Arizona, one in Blanca, Colorado, and one forest piece at 12,000 feet. Wow, Tracy. Wow, Tracy. Yeah, I'm really behind on the notes here. You already said so much they don't want to think that we know, but I know that you do. There you go, Glenn. So, Sleeper Cell Task Force. Americans need to exercise extra precaution in Western Europe, but in Eastern Europe or Central Poland and Hungary, right now, wherever you need to exercise caution right here, but especially if you're going overseas and somebody knows you're an American, you can be targeted. It used to be like when I was in Italy, like back in 2000, I got to see the Shroud of Turin, which is interesting. But also, this guy from Algeria, he was trying to become like my shadow. He was like all interested in me and America, but he really wanted to see if he could use me probably to get here or something. I don't know. But he was just all up in me. So much so that I just got tired. He wasn't trying to be a bad guy as far as I know. He was just overly enthusiastic or something, but he got on my nerves. Back in the day, I used to run 12 miles every other day. I just said, the heck with this. I just went out where we was at, and I was in a bar at the time, and started running. He tried to chase after me. He couldn't do it. I ran. And then I go, I have no clue where I'm at here in Torino or Turin, Italy. I'm out here running through the streets, turning and zigging and zagging. Now I don't know where the heck I'm at. So I had to walk around and run around until I found some street that looked kind of sort of familiar, and then head back. But I had to shake that guy loose because he was getting on every nerve I had, and I just couldn't get rid of him. It's like, okay, we'll take a note. I get your number, call you, we'll keep coming. No, he just all over me constantly. Just couldn't get rid of him. And I got tired of that. It's like, no. But if it were today, his attitude might be far more dangerous, or somebody like him. He might not be a problem, but somebody else might be. And that person probably wouldn't say nothing to you. I'd look at you funny. And then next thing you know, they're meeting you as you're walking outside. Or they're hiding around the corner of the building. Oh, yeah, watch out for the corners of the building, not just dark alleys. Watch out when you walk outside a door, corner of a building. You remember the videos when I'm outside. What am I doing? I'm always looking around when I'm outside. Yeah, do that. I don't envy that drive to Alabama from there. You're right, Booger Dog. It's going to be a heck of a drive. Hey, Samuel Turner! Wow! Ever wonder why I support your channel? It's because I'm the second ugliest man in North America. And if you perish, I would default become the ugliest man. I never said I was purty. Salute, Samuel Turner. Appreciate your support. That's funny. Lee's scared you because he keeps talking about World War III. Well, we may be right in the middle of it. That could be. I mean, in the essence, I am, but I'm talking about in a different way. I'm talking about the threats right here where it comes home to you. What you've got to watch out for. That's what I try to talk more about here. But it does include all that stuff. I talk about that too. But it's not like every video is a war video or war alert or emergency alert in the title of every video. Now, that's okay if that's the way people want to do it. That's fine. I try to mix it up and get more down to the point. But we are facing grave risk, Anton and everyone. World War II, it had a lot of action before America got involved in it. And nobody called it World War II at first. And same for World War I. So, yeah, Jason, no one seems to listen to the old guys until it's too late. Well, that's what we're trying to tell you guys. Can someone put Wise-Owl link in the chat? Hey, there you go, New Days. Yeah, for those worried about the economy, do that. Go to Defy the Grid. For Wise Owl's link, all you got to do is go to survivaltribenetwork.com. You also need to look for political action at the website I set up out of my own pocket because I care about you guys and things that we can do. And that is the freedomrestorationfoundation.org. You go to the Activity Center page, and it tells you how to contact your Congress critters, find out what all the legislation is. But more than that, do view my survival videos, the bug out videos, the nuclear survival videos in particular. Cha-Cha, how you doing, Cha-Cha? Okay, there you go. There is a Wise Owl's channel. Very good. Pray for her. Pray that she will endure. Pray for America. There you go. NM Condon. Does that stand for New Mexico? Well, yeah, Billy Kid. Unfortunately, we send billions abroad, and we're not taking care of ourselves here at home. My word is my word because my word is bond. There you go. Yes, Lee. Just watch San Diego, California border. Oh, Lord. Angie, how you doing? Jesus Christ is coming back soon. Yeah, the sooner the better. Tree rat and gravy. That's the kind of rats they got in there called tree rats. I see one of the other people I see camping out here a lot. He had some pole in front of his car running around. Mismanagement leads to, yeah, I knew. Klaus says Greg will eat the worms. I'll save him for Klaus. Worms from Mars. There you go, Jason. People in the country have been comfortable too long. Yeah, well, we're in a risk here. Mars. Yeah, we got Mars in the house. So many think peace means compliance to tyranny. No. That always leads to destruction, guys. Appeasing tyranny, compliance with tyranny, that never works out. Never has, never will. If you're $3,000 in debt and make $2,000 a year, are you broke? I'd say. Not there yet, but it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Rexy the T-Rex. Youngstown, Ohio. Good to see you. Squirrel good. Oh, yeah. Shoot, man. I've ate squirrel many times. I love squirrel. Bye, says New Sheep. Window. Well, there's a heck of a name. Sorry I'm late. My hamster had the flu. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, go back to the rewind. See what I said in the beginning. Keith Anderson, Greg, you got a buddy heater in the van? No. I heard those things don't work so good at altitude. And I really, the airspace in here is so small. I'd be afraid of putting any carbon monoxide in it. So what I got is blankets, a sleeping bag. That's it. Squirrel is bad enough. I ain't eating no rat. Well, squirrel technically is not a rat. They're cleaner and they eat nuts. But they're still, when my brothers, when I was a little bitty kid, My brothers went out squirrel hunting, and they spent a lot of time skinning and dressing those squirrels. And if you don't know how to do it, it's quite an undertaking. I know how to do it fast, how to skin a squirrel fast, but they spent a lot of time at it. My mom fixed up a big platter of squirrel and set it right on the table. And I got up the table and promptly looked at that and says, "I want a piece of that rat." My brothers, they turned their stomach. Neither one, after all the work they did, they could eat any of it. I had all the squirrel I wanted. And I have hunted squirrel after that and enjoyed eating it. So never had a problem eating squirrel. I still don't believe that these newbies from the South will be destructive as I thought. You know, the regular people coming across the border, probably not. What you got to worry about is what they're slipping in between them. If those sleeper bad, that I would try to become more. Yeah, there's always those that want to be a warlord. All right, Anton. I don't see Lee in the chat room. So you glow. I don't want to see y'all biting in my chat room, so don't be trying to get folks in there to pick a fight. I really don't want to see that. Hey, Greg, looking forward to seeing you when you get back to Bama. There you go, Angie. I should be back soon. 20 pounds of rice and 10 pounds of beans. Keep you alive for a month. There you go, Cheryl. Ratatouille. Yeah, that was one of my youngest daughter's favorite movies. I think they're warning actually, total property. Everything's proceeding according to plan, if you know what I mean. With the threat of major hacking attacks, be prepared for grid down. That's right, North Alabama hiking. Monster hunters. All right, let's see. Man, I'm taking some time to get through these shit. Y'all were saying a lot. We got 355 in the room. Maybe I need to speed up and skip a few. Rat Burger, Demolition Man. Leslie. Have a way to stay warm and boil water if needed. I can boil water. I've got a campsite with a... There's a bus coming in here. Schoolie was pulling a car. Yeah, I've got a campsite. I've got a place to boil water. It means to do that, and I can do that if I need to. Alrighty, guys. So, working on free energy. There you go. I didn't see Demolition Man. Going to open source. Watch out for those lot lizards. Uh-oh. New days. I ain't out here trying to pick nobody up new days. Don't worry about it. The ends of the earth. The end of the earth's disaster cycle. Alright, let's see here. I don't know how far behind I am catching up. I hear it's it cold here in the camper. You in the camper too, Fender Bender? Yeah, I spent a couple 20-degree nights in here. And a couple nights ago, down to 16. I was so much in need of a shower, I decided to bite the bullet and get a hotel room that night. So, wow, we got some more super chats. I got to scroll down and see what these are. All right, I got to see who's super chatting us. I'd hate for not give them credit and they get out of here. Oh, man, there's a ton of chats in here. Ton of chats. Wow, I'm way behind. Yeah, you guys are saying a lot. Okay, I'm going to thumb through here real fast. Oh, there it is. Samuel Turner. Get yourself a good meal on me because I lied. You're the ugliest man. Nah. Still, you're 1,000% right about what's going down. Well, thank you, Samuel Turner. Samuel, you can't be ugly. You got too big of a heart. Salute, Samuel Turner. You're definitely not ugly on the inside. You know, I've found a lot of good-hearted people here, too. You got a big heart, Samuel Turner. You're a good man. So appreciate it. Rex had some good shows yesterday. He had one expert on missing Malaysia flight. Yeah, he called me on that. He wants me to get in with him on his show, and I haven't had time to watch it yet. He actually wants me to pine in on that. So there we go, guys. That's awesome. Appreciate that, Samuel. Anyway, we've been on here for almost an hour. Yeah, y'all been saying a lot, so I'm having to thumb through this chat real fast here, guys. I'm behind. Keith in Arizona's at 6,800 feet. He's up there. Squirrel brains and dumplings. You ain't gonna get a whole lot of them. A squirrel brain, I'm gonna tell you. My granddad, my dad's dad, liked to eat. The only part of chicken he wanted to eat was a brain. You know, chickens ain't got big brains. So Greg is a man in the van with a plan. There you go. Exactly, Jason. My plan. This is all related to bugging. There we go, Jim Harris. Thank you, Greg, for all your videos. Salute to you, Jim. And this is your first super chat in a live stream. So, all right, Jim, thank you, sir. Your first one. Amen, Jim. Appreciate that. Yes, Rex has some interesting vids on that plane. Yeah, I got to go sit. All right. Now I'm down to the bottom of the chat. All righty. Wow, guys, this is awesome. Especially help if I get the channel strikes me again from the monetization aspect of things. Sounds expensive. Colorado Parks Wildlife, $4,000 to $5,000 for a whole beef. That sounds really expensive, but you know, I consider what's you got. What do you got? About 300 pounds of meat, maybe. You know, what's it a pound? You just work it that way. I don't know how many pounds of meat you're actually getting. Look what's in the grocery store. Yeah, we used to do our own cattle, guys, so never really had to think about it much back in the day. So, what unknown's last comment say? Let's scroll up. Yes, I'm about to go get some more coffee here. I'm gonna hit one of these little. If I can hit it before they close, I can get a little bit more coffee over here at Taco Bell. They actually serve coffee late. A lot of restaurants shut down their coffee machine, but they got one of these brewers. They brew it fresh. All lizards, snakes, and turtles are edible. Hey, we got another super chat. Rodney, you need coffee. I'm going to go get some coffee. Thank you, Rodney, for sponsoring my coffee. Wow. Babylon the Great. Yeah, we're in deep. And everybody, Green Greg's, the spaceman in a van with a plan to save man. Well, thank you, Doug. So what we're trying to do, guys. That's what we're trying to do. If worms could survive, would they grow larger on Mars? That's a good question, because Mars has less gravity. So if they had a moist environment full of compost, it would definitely grow. They could get bigger, perhaps, but it would also depend on the air pressure, probably. You know, back when Earth had more air pressure, creatures got bigger. But we've been losing air pressure over time due to erosion from cometary and asteroidal impacts, among other things. Greg, get more meat that way, growing and processing your own. Amen. Amen. Way to go, mate. Thanks, Rodney. Says, see, Shelly. There you go. I keep buying freeze-dried food. I will save to make my own. Okay. Alrighty. Article. Alright, guys. Alright, folks. So we got 363 in the room. That's pretty much what we've had for a while. Just to recap, we've had, I'm going to read this statement one more time. Iran will continue to threaten U.S. persons directly and via proxy attacks, particularly in the Middle East. Iran also remains committed to developing surrogate networks inside the United States, an objective that it has pursued for more than a decade. And this is from the 2023 Annual Threat Assessment of the U.S. Intelligence Community, issued by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. Thank you, Jason, for asking people to subscribe. Yes, do that, folks. And, of course, we've had Christopher Ray finally coming at me. Well, it's not just Mom at the PTA meeting. Yeah, there's other threats. suddenly. But the government's known this all along. This is kind of an admission to that. This is for over 10 years. I was talking about that on this channel from the inception of this channel because, guys, I chaired 2 power grid defense conferences well before I started this channel, and I already knew this before that. It's part of what got me to do those power grid defense conferences, knowing the weaknesses we have here at home. So, and I've shared with you guys articles about and links to things from congressional sources where this has been testified to Congress many moons ago, going back, I believe, to the 90s. So there's no, this whole, big surprise, and this whole thing that we can send all this money overseas but not protect our borders here. Something just ain't right, guys. Something's fishy. At least it's not the Germans this time, or is it? It's something. Whatever. Unless it's Klaus. Now, who knows about him? Uh-oh, what did Taz do? Taz got Cha-Cha's dander up. Now, Cha-Cha's a sweet lady, so I don't know where that happened. Oh, well. I don't see it. Jeffrey Prather. Okay. Greg, they don't even keep the bridges in good working order. Yeah, you got a point. Crazy how they almost ran out of infant formula. We got all kinds of issues. Guys, you ain't seen nothing yet. Our whole supply chain will go into disruption if this Middle East thing breaks out, or if we break out war with China. A third of the world's trade goes through the South China Sea, guys. Alrighty, folks. Well, the Lantern just ran out of oil. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, here's the other thing. Here we are worried about the Hormuz Strait, and somebody let our National Strategic Oil Reserve go down to nothing. Now, who did that? What did that? Hey, Joe Deca! No. A few bucks to throw at your lumber. Hey, wow, yeah, I got quite a lumber bill. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, sir. Salute, Joe. Joe's bought worms for me, too, in the past. Alrighty, folks. Yeah, amen. Alrighty, folks. Let it roll. Tell us where you're from. We're about to go. We are about to go, folks. We're going to call it a night here. Tell me where you're from. We've been on here for over an hour. Maine. Hey, Jarbor 7. Maine. Well, we got some new days. This in Maine. Northern Mississippi. Well, it's Alaska. Wisconsin. Florida. Southern Illinois. Virginia. Tennessee. Alaska. It's Texas. Oh, that's interesting. North Central Iowa. Arizona. There you go, Tracy. That's where I'm at the moment. Texas. Jupiter, Florida. Hilo, Hawaii. That's cool, Christy. Near Florida. Arkansas. Austin, Texas. Fiji. Western Michigan got the notification late. Oh, sorry about that, Arthur. Alabama, Michelle Davis. All right, cool. I'm heading back there in a little bit. Detroit, Rock City, Randall Hill, California. Panama Canal. Wow, buddy. Bobby Birch. Hillsboro, West Wokistan. I see Tree knows my lingo. West Wokistan. Fayetteville, Arkansas, east of Show Low. Yeah, there you go, Keith. I was in Show Low this afternoon. Hey, we got another super chat. Shelly. Salute, Shelly. Thank you so much. Williams, Arizona. Leo Meister, Massachusetts. Hello from Scotland. Hello, Hillary. From Scotland. Hendersonville, North Carolina. West Tennessee. Australian, Tommy Wilson. All right, Arkansas. Wazoo, Yatesville, Georgia. We got Mount St. Helens. Wow. Craftwork propaganda. All right, so Ms. Bobby, what? I don't know how to say that. Bobby Birch. Laredo, Texas. There's some songs about Laredo, Tennessee, Joe Decker, South Bend, Indiana, North Alabama, Veronica Vander. Hey, we haven't seen you in a while, Veronica. Used to chat a lot. Dr. G-Man's place. Cold Carolina. Okay, Jacob. Honeybrook, Pennsylvania. Green grass grows. Green grass of home. Northern California, Steve. Breedlove. Greg, what's your thoughts on global warming? I'm not worried about it. Silver. Shower. West Kentucky, Dr. G-Man's place. Oklahoma, Brenda Turner. And see you pining for a while, Brenda. North Korea. All right, window. Are you window of the soul? West Spokane, Washington, drops. Very busy. I get that. John, these memories can't wait. What's that? The unknown. No, it's John, these memories can't wait. What memories are that? Always think before you speak. Correct. Good advice, Billy, the kid. Boren, Oregon. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, it's widow, not window. Pardon me, widow. Pardon me. All right. Folks, we're going to call it a night. Thank you, Super Chatters. You've been awesome tonight. Thank you. We've had some awesome Super Chats. That is just really awesome. I appreciate y'all so much. Oh, song memories can't wait. Okay, I don't know that song. I have to listen for it. So, we're so conditioned to talk. It's unreal. Well, guys, be active. I promote global warming. That's overplayed. Listen, I personally know Roy Spencer, Dr. Roy Spencer, and Dr. John Christie. A lot of what we're hearing has been overblown, okay? According to them. Alrighty, dig the info. There you go, widow. Hey, Brandy Frazier. Oh, Brady Frazier. Pardon me, I didn't read it right. Excuse me. Brady Frazier. Thank you, Brady. And that is Brady's very first Super Chat. Brady. Salute to you, Brady. Pardon me for mispronouncing that. Oh, there's another one. 1, 2. Brady. Thank you. 1, 2. Wow. Awesome, guys. I really appreciate it. So, limited powers of the demigod. There you go, Tom. That's it. We got to quit giving power to them that don't deserve it. That's our biggest issue. If you want IU doing this. All right. The old 1-2 punch. That was a good 1-2 punch. I like that one. All righty, folks. Once again, thank you, Super Chatters. Y'all been super. You're the ones that's super. You're great. I love you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I love all you guys. You're awesome. I got one of the best crowds out there. We're family here. I want to thank the mods. I know you've been busy tonight. And guys, y'all been awesome tonight. I really appreciate it. So, just remember, stay situationally aware. Pass the word along. Share my videos. Share them far and wide. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Hit the like button on the way out if you've not already hit it. And just be safe right now. Be situationally aware. You see what I'm doing? I'm in a bug-out van. You got lots of YouTube channels that talk about prepping, but how many of them are in their bug-out van right now? How many of them are building a property at a bug-out location? I know everybody can't do that, but do what you can, guys. If it's just buying an extra can of beans, do what you can. Beans and rice. For protein, sardines are cheap, man. But you can also go to prepwithgreg.com for the 25-year long-term storage. It gives you 2,000 calories a day. Check that out. And they got other supplies there too, guys. Check those things out. Prep everyone. Be safe. Amen, widow. Amen. So, again, thank y'all for watching, everyone. Have a great night. God bless. And Greg out. Goodbye.